I think we could touch on the market. It's certainly a super strange one.
The difference between this and a bull or a bear market is in the bear market, there's a plentiful amount of opportunities to lose money. And in a bull market, there's plentiful amount of opportunities to make money. And right now we're in the chop, which is the best time to 5x your stack and the easiest time to minus 50% your stack. If you've ever traded chop or if you've ever taken extremely highly concentrated gambles, then maybe you'll do okay in this market. But at the moment, it's a losing game. I think the most exciting thing to do is sell Ethereum when it goes over $3,000 and just start buying when it goes under and then see how many you can get. But as far as trading NFTs, as far as trading tokens go, it's a complete gamble. It's hard to say this, but like you look at the chart and go, wow, it looks like it's bottomed. But in reality, it can go down so much further. Or you look at something and it's like, oh, I bought it this price way up here, I should DCA now. And then you look at it and you're like, but what if it goes down more? Because it easily could. And then boom, it 3x's and you're sad and you're buying more at the top and then it goes down again. So there's just so many opportunities to lose money here. And I think everybody's best bet is to practice having a hedged portfolio. So, 30% stables, 30% or 40% Ethereum or Bitcoin, and 30% or 20% gamble money. Because that's all it is right now. Everything's a gamble. We're technically like in the dip, but we're technically not in the dip. No real advice on the market other than don't try to gamble your bankroll. It's always best to make your bets when everything's clear or everything's becoming clear. Like right now, we had Ethereum bounce back up to 3,000 right after Russia announced that they were coming ready for nuclear warfare or something. And Ethereum going to $3,000 right after that is kind of odd, kind of strange, kind of a telltale sign that this is an irrational market because it's just people going, wow, that's the worst thing that can happen in this scenario is that Russia gets nuclear. The worst is just past. Let's all just buy back in because that was the bottom. But then you realize, well, actually the worst could be if they actually nuke. And this war is not going to end soon. And people like to tie FUD to anything. So even if the net of the Russia-Ukraine thing should be that people want to buy Bitcoin and want to buy Ethereum, they won't because it's so much more profitable right now that if something's going to be long-term bullish go up, that at least let's try to milk some more money on the short term by shorting it. So yeah, my only advice is to just stay vigilant, stay liquid, stay stable, stay hedged, don't get emotional trade, and plan for what you're going to do. So like for me in the last space, I said that I was going to buy the world token after the NFT worlds got their airdrop, and I did, and it was a safe little 25% gain. And then other than that, like we had this random MCC FUD today where it went down like 55%. And so I put a little stack in that. My rule is if anything goes down 50 to 55%, that is funny but can be solved, then I'll buy. And then it went up 50% from where I bought and I sold. And now it's back down to almost where I bought. So basically just sticking to plays I know, sticking to plays stay in your comfort zone. Don't expect anything to go to the moon. And if you get profit, take it off the table. We aren't in a bull market. Nobody's going to be your exit liquidity if you're already trying to sell at the top. And if you're buying something, make sure, what do I say? It's so coincidental that bullish news happens as the chart looks like it's going to break out and bearish news comes as it looks like it's going to break down. A lot of it's coincidental, but people like to ride the back of it. So like if Bitcoin announced some crazy ETF today and the chart looked like it was about to break up, then those two things together would cause it to break up because it's just so much easier to ride the flow. So if you're looking at buying a project that you think is severely undervalued, then check to see if they have anything bullish coming out. Like, are they working on something that's about to come to an end? Are they about to announce a report? Are they onboarding a new team? Are they publicly working on what they say they're working on? And if the chart looks low and they are, then buy, and maybe they'll have some news and it'll go up. But make sure you're not just gambling based off the price. Make sure that it aligns with some type of bullish news. And if you're looking to sell something, talk to yourself, like, what is the case that this is a good time to sell? Are we pushing all-time high? Did we just rebound 100% in the last week? Are we up 30% on the day? Look at those type of things and decide whether or not you're going to sell. Other than that, so much safer to stay stable and wait for the market to decide. Because whenever we actually turn bullish or whenever we actually turn extremely bearish, it's not just 10 to 12 hours of opportunity. Usually it's a couple or weeks or a couple months. Like this recent NFT bull probably lasted about 6 weeks of strong, like you can buy something and it'll go up. So you don't always have to be like the first one. Also, you don't have to front run anybody. Front running can also be just as detrimental to your stack as just waiting for confirmation. So if there is some bullish news or some confirmation that the markets are going to recover, if Russia says, hey, Ukraine, we're sorry for that, we're actually heading out, then yeah, get those 30% of stables you have, put them in Ethereum, Bitcoin, open up your degen stacks. They're probably at a lower price. Just protect your capital. That's the game we're in. We're protect your capital. And this is the time to grind and look into the fundamental analysis of what you're buying and what you hold. Now is the time to readjust your portfolio. And that's all I have to say about the current market.